Summer is the warmest of the four temperate seasons, falling between spring and autumn. At the summer solstice, the days are longest and the nights are shortest, with day length decreasing as the season progresses after the solstice. The date of the beginning of summer varies according to climate, tradition and culture, but when it is summer in the Northern Hemisphere it is winter in the Southern Hemisphere, and vice versa. Timing: from an astronomical view, the equinoxes and solstices would be the middle of the respective seasons, but a variable seasonal lag means that the meteorological start of the season, which is based on average temperature patterns, occurs several weeks later than the start of the astronomical season. According to meteorologists, summer extends for the whole months of June, July, and August in the Northern Hemisphere and the whole months of December, January, and February in the Southern Hemisphere. Under meteorological definitions, all seasons are arbitrarily set to start at the beginning of a calendar month and end at the end of a month. This meteorological definition of summer also aligns with the commonly viewed notion of summer as the season with the longest days of the year, in which daylight predominates. The meteorological reckoning of seasons is used in Austria, Denmark and the former Soviet Union. It is also used by many in the United Kingdom. In Ireland, the summer months according to the National Meteorological Service, measure per meridian, are June, July and August. However, according to the Irish calendar summer begins on May 1 and ends on August 1. School textbooks in Ireland follow the cultural norm of summer commencing on May 1 rather than the meteorological definition of June 1. Days continue to lengthen from equinox to solstice in summer. Days progressively shorten after the solstice, so meteorological summer encompasses the build-up to the longest day and a diminishing thereafter, with summer having many more hours of daylight than spring. Reckoning by hours of daylight alone, summer solstice marks the midpoint, not the beginning, of the seasons. Midsummer takes place over the shortest night of the year, which is the summer solstice, or on a nearby date that varies with tradition. Where a seasonal lag of half a season or more is common, reckoning based on astronomical markers is shifted half a season. By this method, in North America, summer is the period from the summer solstice to the autumn equinox. Reckoning by cultural festivals, the summer season in the United States is commonly regarded as beginning on Memorial Day weekend and ending on Labor Day weekend, more closely in line with the meteorological definition for the parts of the country that have four-season weather. The similar Canadian tradition starts summer on Victoria Day 1 week prior and ends, as in the United States, on Labor Day. In Chinese astronomy, summer starts on or around May 5, with the Jiao copyright QA known as Luxia, that is establishment of summer, and it ends on or around August 6. In Southern and Southeast Asia, where the monsoon occurs, summer is more generally defined as lasting from March, April, May and June, the warmest time of the year, ending with the onset of the monsoon rains. Because the temperature lag is shorter in the oceanic temperate Southern Hemisphere, most countries in this region use the meteorological definition with summer starting on December 1 and ending on the last day of February. Weather. Summer is traditionally associated with hot weather. In the Mediterranean regions, it is also associated with dry weather, while in other places it is associated with rainy weather. The wet season is the main period of vegetation growth within the savanna climate regime. Where the wet season is associated with a seasonal shift in the prevailing winds, it is known as a monsoon. In the northern Atlantic Ocean, a distinct tropical cyclone season occurs from June 1 to November 30. The statistical peak of the Atlantic hurricane season is September 10. The Northeast Pacific Ocean has a broader period of activity, but in a similar time frame to the Atlantic. The Northwest Pacific sees tropical cyclones year-round, with a minimum in February and March and a peak in early September. In the North Indian Basin, storms are most common from April to December, with peaks in May and November. In the Southern Hemisphere, the tropical cyclone season runs from November 1 until the end of April with peaks in mid-February to early March. Thunderstorm season in the USA and Canada runs in the spring through summer. These storms can produce hail, strong winds and tornadoes, usually during the afternoon and evening. In Australia and New Zealand, Summer officially begins on December 1st and ends on 28th and 29th February. Holidays, school breaks. Schools and universities typically have a summer break to take advantage of the warmer weather and longer days. In almost all countries, children are out of school during this time of year for summer break, although dates vary. In the United States, public schools usually end in early June while colleges get out in early May. In India, school ends in April and resumes in early June. In England and Wales, school ends in mid-July and resumes again in early September. In Scotland, the summer holiday begins in late June and ends in mid to late August. In Pakistan, school usually ends in early June and resumes in mid-September. In the Philippines, the months of April and May make up the summer break in the Southern Hemisphere. School summer holiday dates include the major holidays of Christmas and New Year's Day. School summer holidays in Australia, New Zealand and South Africa begin in mid-December and end in late January, with the dates varying between states. In Cameroon and Nigeria, schools usually go for summer vacation in mid-July and resume back in the later weeks of September or first week of October. Public holidays. A wide range of public holidays fall during summer, including bank holidays in the United Kingdom and Ireland. Alovsakar, national holiday in the Faroe Islands on July 29. Activities. People take advantage of the warmer temperatures by spending more time outdoors during the summer. Activities such as traveling to the beach and picnics occur during summer months. Sports such as basketball, American football, volleyball, skateboarding, baseball, softball, cricket, tennis, and water polo are played. Water sports also occur. These include water skiing, wakeboarding, swimming, surfing, and tubing. The modern Olympics have been held during the summer months every 4 years since 1896. The 2000 Summer Olympics, in Sydney, however, were held during the Australian spring. Summer is usually a low point in television viewing, and television schedules generally reflect this by not scheduling new episodes of their most popular shows between the end of May sweeps and the beginning of the television season in September, instead scheduling low-cost reality television shows and burning off commitments to already cancelled series. Conversely, the music and film industries generally experience higher returns during the summer than other times of the year and market their summer hits accordingly. The summer season is also most popular for animated movies to be released theatrically in movie theaters. With most school-age children and college students on summer vacation during the summer months, especially in the United States, travel and vacationing traditionally peaks during the summer, with the volume of travel in a typical summer weekend rivaled only by Thanksgiving. Teenagers and college students often take summer jobs in industries that cater to recreation. See also, summer solstice, midsummer, references.